Hi, my love. Welcome, welcome. This is going to be your birthday reading. Thank you so much for being patient as I get these readings out. I think your birthday passed already, if I'm correct, because I feel like you mentioned the date, and I think it was actually the same day that you booked. So I do apologize that I wasn't able to get this reading out to you in time for your birthday. But I did have pending orders, so I do go in the order that I receive them. So I do apologize for that, but hopefully, obviously the birthday vibes are still very much there, so don't worry about that. So I do have a candle lit over here to signify birthday is in session. And what I want to do is to just pull cards to give you an idea of the energy of your birthday. So the thing with birthdays is it is your new year, okay? We have the collective new year of January 1st, but we also have our own personal intimate new years, which is the day of our birthday or the day of our birth. So we're going to be looking into the energy of your new year. So when I say that, it is pretty much like a future-based reading. Anything that comes up with the future is subject to change based off of your present actions. So nothing is set in stone. In other words, you have the power to change your future based off of the choices that you make right now, okay? But I just want to pull for the energy of your birthday and what's to come. Oops. So I am working with my ocean decks. Ooh, okay. All right. So we'll start with this and then I'll pull some more cards after. Okay. So the energy of your birthday, we have blend into the environment. You have many skills and can fit into any situation. Take time to assess what is going on around you and and adapt accordingly. So blending into the environment, Spirit is bringing up for this new year, this birthday new year, is to work on, fitting in, right? Work on blending in with the environment to adapt. So I don't know if this is popping up because there's going to be some recent changes, or maybe you've already gone through some recent changes, especially with career. So kind of pay attention to that too with your career path. Have you changed jobs recently, or are you in a new environment in a home life? Are you living in a new place? Pay attention to those things because adapting to the change is going to be necessary for survival. All right. That's kind of what I'm seeing with that card. The next one we have is polite declaration. You can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It is time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. So claiming your declaration is you're claiming your place in this world, okay? You are telling the universe, this is what I want in my life. This is what I want in my future, and I'm going to get it this way. You're setting those intentions. So staying firm with that, okay? I feel like it's also just all about not letting other people tell you what to do or how to live is another one. So this birthday new year is affirming that you are going to tell universe, this is what I want out of my life, and this is how it's going to be. Taking back control and being more assertive in your day-to-day dealings with people, whether you're at work or just people you come across. They want you to be more assertive about what it is you want in life. You need to be the one that's calling the shots, not other people doing it for you, okay? And then we have back on task. Be sure that you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project that you were working on. All could use some fine tuning. So what are things in your life right now that you know you need to do better with, right? Is it your health? Is it wellness? Is it your relationship status? Is it your career? Is it your money savings, like your savings account, your budgeting? Think of all of the areas in your life that you know you need to do better, right? That you want to fine tune. Maybe it's resetting some new goals. Maybe you had goals last year that didn't really work out because your interest changed. So maybe this year you are setting some better goals for yourself. That's what this card is about. So back on task is getting back into the groove. It's also getting back into the healthy routines that maybe you've kind of, not been on recently. Maybe maybe you used to have like a big routine and now you're just kind of floating by, and maybe Spirit is bringing this up as saying this birthday, new year, get back on task. So sometimes they bring that up too as an indication of needing to just get back into the groove of stuff, right? So next we have decisions. So decisions was telling me that in the near future, there's going to be a point like not a crossroads. Is it a crossroads? Is it a fork in the road? Okay. Where you're going to need to make a decision. So I feel like there's going to be 3. So the number 3 is coming up for you with this. I feel like there's going to be 3 major decisions you're going to be making this year. When you're making these decisions, it's going to be very important that you also place yourself first. Okay. If you're normally the person that puts yourself last, or you always, make your decisions based off of someone else's comfort, this is something that you're going to have to trust that you need to do it for you, not for other people. Okay. So just keep that in mind. For some reason that came out, like that was literally like a channeled message. When I say channeled message, it's just this information that comes to me that I don't know where it comes from. It just happens. So I just trust that. Healing is also popping up. So this birthday, new year for you is a healing process. So there's something that you're going to be healing from, whether this is a relationship, or this is childhood stuff, or this is stuff from the past, or this is money issues, whatever the case. Healing is important, okay? We are always needing to heal because that is how we grow, right? That's how we allow ourselves to go through these shifts and then we grow from it. So healing with that. There's also support. So I feel like too, this might go hand in hand. The healing and support might go hand in hand with healing a relationship or a friendship. If there was a friendship that was broken recently, maybe this is the support system. This is coming back together with these people. Or with this person, and being able to mend the bond with that person. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind as well. Like I said, this is future stuff, so this stuff can change. If you don't like that, you could change that based off of, what you choose to do in the present. But just kind of keep that in mind to your support system. I'm feeling like this is a friendship that may be healing. So some surrender cards. So as I pull from this deck specifically, I was pulling with the intention of what are things that you need to do better this year, okay? So we have surrender to creativity. I love this card. It's so gorgeous. She's like holding a mirror with butterflies coming out of it. And this says, let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. So keeping your heart open to any possibilities, but also allowing yourself, it says, let your imagination soar. So sometimes you have to be in the more imaginative state of mind. Your heart space needs to be more in the fantasy state of mind. Not everything is black and white. Sometimes you got to dwell in the gray space. Okay. And then it says, stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Nothing is impossible, is what I also want to say for you. Nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. So allowing yourself to dream beyond, right? Beyond your limitations, this year, especially. I also feel too intuitively like surrender to your creativity is surrendering to your creative ideas or your passions. What are you passionate about? Are there projects or hobbies that you want to get back into this year? That's another thing too that was coming up with that card. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right, but be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve relationships. So is this a love relationship issue, or is this a friendship that we were talking about, right? So you don't always have to be right? You don't always have to have the last word. If you tend to be that person, just know this year, this birthday, new year, maybe you have to allow the other person to have the upper hand. Maybe it's you being the bigger person and allowing them to have space, right? I feel like maybe that's where the healing is going to happen between you and another individual, whether this is a friendship or if this is a lover. But surrender to your need to always being right. Sometimes you just have to not say anything. Sometimes you have to allow the other person to have it. Okay. It's just you'll know when it's important, when it happens, you'll know it, you'll feel it. But that's also healing too. Okay. And then surrender to your intuition. Tune in your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So your intuition is super, super important. This is trusting in that gut instinct. This is trusting those feelings that you have. You don't know where they come from. You just have those feelings. That's your intuition. So surrendering to your intuition this birthday, new year is going to allow you to, you're working from your heart. You're making your decisions from your heart space and not from your mind. Your mind is the ego. Your mind is where you try to control every little thing. When you work from your heart source, it's a whole different energy and a whole different experience. So ways that you could test that out is when you follow your heart, where is your heart leading you versus where is your mind telling you? Your mind will create worries. Your heart is where your wants and needs are. Okay. Ooh, so you have two major arcana cards coming up. We have the Chariot and we also have the Hermit. So this birthday, new year, I see Chariot as movement. I see Chariot as action. So there's going to be a time of action or movement taking place this year. Like I said, I feel like with the career or with the house. So if you haven't already moved, maybe there is a move in the near future for you. Okay. Whether it's changing careers or moving in a physical place, moving in a physical, somewhere new. If that has already happened, then the Chariot card is that, the essence of the action taken to continue making your place a home, continue making your workspace a place of empowerment for you. The Hermit card is a lot of solo time this year, but a lot of inner work will be done this birthday, new year. Okay. So this is a time of year for you to really tap into what do you want? What are your heart desires? Where do you feel called to go in this lifetime? A lot of soul journey work is done with the Hermit. Queen of Pentacles, I love it. So she's all about nurturing the money and the material stuff. She's all about nurturing the workspace. She's all about nurturing your passions. So this is creative aspects. This is when you are surrendering to your creativity, right? You're going to be in a Queen of Pentacle mode. She's just super in control. She's all about birthing new ideas, and tapping into that space, that heart space, that solar plexus space. So I feel like this is a really good time of year too for you. If you're not normally a creative person, this is the year to do it. Really tapping into your heart source when it comes to that too, because a lot of our creative endeavors come from the heart. Okay. I also just keep seeing 444 for you. So 444 came up right now, and it came up earlier, but I didn't say anything. Pay attention to that number sequence. I don't know if that's a number sequence you already see all the time. It's an angel number, but I also feel like it's all about tapping into, you know, your purpose, life purpose stuff. The Knight of Swords is also coming up to you. So again, with the action card. So you got the Chariot, you have the Knight of Swords. These both cards are action. Action is very necessary and needed to take this year. So even though you're doing a lot of inner work, soul work with the Hermit, the action cards coming up is saying physical action. So I do feel like a move, a change of some sort this year. So if you are thinking of moving, or if you're thinking of some sort of change with one area of your life, this is the year to do it. Your soul shines. I love it. So that's just a gentle reminder, Spirit, saying you shine, your soul shines, your soul will shine, continue shining with the Hermit card. The sacred flow of yes. I love it. So when you're in your power and when you're saying yes and you're giving yourself permission to do things that maybe you normally wouldn't do, it's a powerful energy to be in. So I love that. So I also want you to practice that too. Practice saying yes to things you normally wouldn't do. Create alchemy. I think that also, yeah, the essence of being creative, the essence of creating this year is going to be big for you. So if you are doing changes of moving, so I'm just going to use it as an example because for some reason I'm just really feeling it for you. So if you move and you move into a new space, or you're moving out of your home, or whatever you're doing, you're able to create that space and make it your home. You're able to make it your sacred space, right? And I feel like that's going to be not only just a healing process for you, but also a beautiful new, it's like a seed you're planting to grow new possibilities. So I don't know. You'll have to tell me if I'm right about that. But for some reason with your energy, I do feel movement, moving, change in career, or change in your home space. One of those two. Okay. What do I want to do? Because I have a couple minutes left. Let me pull lastly for just anything else Spirit wants to say. Be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. So lastly, Spirit is saying to live in the now, living in the present moment, not in the future, not in the past. Leave the past in the past, right? The past, we cannot dwell about what we wish we could have changed. And don't worry about the future so much. The future is going to happen eventually, but just enjoy the present moment. Oh, I love it. And then the message of positivity coming up. Positive mindset, positive heart. Being in a positive space will make all of the difference. And I also like too that the card says be insightful and established, and it talks about rooting yourself, grounding yourself. Again, I just feel like this has to do with the house, like the home, getting a home or planting your roots. So I hope that I'm tapping into that correctly with my intuition, but I do feel like there's some sort of regrounding or replanting your roots. Light in the unexpected. I love it. So light in the unexpected to me, and I've never pulled this card before, is saying that in the most unexpected times in this year, this birthday, new year for you, you're going to see like a light. You're going to be inspired. You're going to be receiving an answer from Spirit. You're going to get a sign. Things like that happen. These inspirations happen when you least expect it. So I guess that's Spirit's way of saying too, as much as you want to receive message from me and answers to your questions, you have to be in a space of being unexpected of it, and it'll happen. And then the Lovers card is coming up. Again, with the Lovers, I'm seeing this as choice. Okay, not so much as relationships, but choice. So I do feel like you're going to be coming into this year about 3 different choices that you're going to have to make. Three times where you're going to have to make a choice or decision. And I feel like it's going to be coming from a place of positivity, making sure you're staying in the present moment and just trusting. A lot of trust. A lot of trust. I think I pretty much got all of the messages out because I really don't feel anything else coming to me, my love. So I hope that these messages resonate. I hope that, it was what you needed, right? What resonates, let it resonate. What doesn't, put it aside, write it down in notes or whatever, but don't dwell on it too much. Just trust. But thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I hope that you had a beautiful birthday, and I hope you continue to have a beautiful year. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or feedback, please send me an email. And until then, my love, have a beautiful rest of your year, your birthday, new year, and your birthday too. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, love.